Okay, let's dive in. Monday morning. You know the scene.
Oh, yeah. The coffee's just starting to kick in.
Exactly. You're easing into the week, and then someone asks that question.
So what did you do this weekend?
Right. And, well, if you're learning English, that simple question, it can sometimes feel like a bit of um, a pop quiz.
It's funny how that works, isn't it? Such a standard, everyday thing, but yeah, in another language, it can feel a little daunting.
Definitely. It's not just finding the words. It's like getting that natural rhythm.
Blood flow, yeah.
And that is exactly what we're focusing on today. We want to equip you, our listeners, with some really simple, natural-sounding English phrases so you can handle that Monday morning chat with, actual confidence.
Think of it as a way to build connections, right? Smooth out those conversations.
Yeah, build fluency, feel a bit more comfortable, because those small chats, they actually add up.
They really do. It's how we often build rapport with colleagues or new friends. Little threads, like you said.
So we've got a plan. We're going to walk through 5 pretty common ways native speakers usually start talking about their weekend.
Like little shortcuts to sounding natural.
Exactly. Consider them your go-to starting points.
And it's smart to focus on these openings, I think, because they give you a kind of framework.
Right.
Helps you organize your thoughts without getting tangled up trying to build a perfect, complex sentence right off the bat.
Couldn't agree more. So, yeah, get ready. This should be a practical, hopefully helpful look at this everyday English moment.
Okay.
Let's jump right in. Phrase number 1, I just relaxed at home.
Ah, the classic. This one's great because it's efficient. It signals a low-key weekend straight away.
Yeah, you don't need a whole story.
Exactly.
Okay.
Helpful if you want to keep it brief or maybe didn't do much.
Totally. I just relaxed at home. Simple. It basically means you took it easy. Like someone asks and you say,
Oh, not much. I just relaxed at home, maybe watched a few shows and caught up on some sleep.
see? Pretty straightforward.
And the key is how casual it is. It's polite, answers the question, but doesn't demand a long list of activities.
Right. No pressure to overshare if you don't want to. And it's flexible, too. You can easily tweak it a bit. I just relaxed at home, read a book.
Or did some cooking, listened to music. It covers a lot of quiet stuff.
Now, there's a little tip for sounding natural with this one.
Ah, yes, the sound tip. What have we got?
It's about the tone, really. Often a bit softer, easygoing. And using little connecting words helps.
Like, and then, mostly?
Exactly. So instead of sounding robotic, it flows. Like, I just relaxed at home, watched a movie, then ordered some food.
See?
Yeah, much smoother. It connects the ideas naturally.
And one more thing, that little rising intonation at the end.
Oh, when you turn it back to them.
Yeah, like, I just relaxed at home. How about you? That little lift.
Right. It's like an open door. It invites them to share. It makes it a real conversation, not just an answer.
Exactly. Transforms it. Okay, cool. Let's move to phrase 2. All right. Number 2 is, I went out with some friends.
Another super common one. Covers all sorts of social things.
Definitely. A go-to if you were out and about. I went out with some friends. Short, sweet, tells them you were social.
And you can add a little detail to make it more, well, interesting.
Yeah, like, I went out with some friends on Saturday. We tried that new Italian place downtown.
See, adding that detail, new Italian place, gives the other person something to maybe ask about.
Right. Oh, which place? Or was it good? It sparks more conversation than just the basic phrase alone, though the basic phrase is fine too.
Totally fine. And think of the variations. Went out for dinner, went to a concert, went to the mall, hit the beach, grabbed coffee.
Loads of options. The core structure, I went out, stays the same.
Now, the natural sound tip here is about confidence with that past tense. Went.
Oh, yes. Irregular verbs. Got to practice those.
For sure. So practicing, went out with friends and saw a movie, or we grabbed some drinks and walked around. Getting comfortable with those past forms is key.
Makes a huge difference in sounding fluent. And I liked the tip about what to do if you sort of run out of steam after saying the main bit.
Oh, yeah, the fallback.
Just saying something simple like, it was really fun, maybe with a little smile.
Exactly. Keeps it light, positive. Avoids any awkward silence if you can't think of more details right away.
Good tip. Keeps the vibe friendly. Okay, what's number 3?
Number 3. I had a really busy weekend.
Ooh, this one's useful. It packs a lot of information into just a few words.
Right. It tells them you were active, maybe juggling a few things, but without listing every single item.
It doesn't necessarily mean it was bad busy either, just full.
Exactly. So you could say, phew, I had a really busy weekend, ran errands, saw family, and helped my sister move.
Yeah, that gives a good flavor. And the alternatives work too, like it was nonstop.
Or, I had so much to do, but I got a lot done. gives a slightly different feel, maybe more accomplished.
Mm-hmm. Now, the sound tip here involves energy, right?
Yes. It's about how you say it,
Yeah.
emphasizing that word really.
Like, I had a really busy weekend. You lean into it a bit.
Exactly. That emphasis carries the meaning. It conveys the level of activity.
Gotcha. And the rule of three suggestion, that's quite neat for sounding natural.
Yeah, listing 3 things often has a nice rhythm in English, like I cleaned, cooked, and caught up on work.
It just flows well, doesn't it? Sounds complete somehow.
It does. And another good touch is connecting it to right now,
How so?
like saying, I'm actually still tired from the weekend.
Ah, right. Makes it relatable, shows the effect it had on you, creates a connection.
Exactly. People get that feeling. Okay, ready for number 4? I like this one.
Me too. It's very natural sounding. Phrase 4 is, I finally got around to.
Yes, I finally got around to. Such a common, useful phrase. It talks about something you've been meaning to do for ages, and you finally did it.
Usually comes with a sense of relief or satisfaction, doesn't it?
Totally. I finally got around to. Perfect for those tasks nagging at the back of your mind. Like, yeah, I finally got around to cleaning my garage. It's been on my list for months.
Oh, everyone can relate to that feeling. Putting something off and then finally tackling it.
Right, so it's great for talking about, like, personal goals, chores, anything you've delayed. It instantly makes you relatable.
And you can use it for lots of things. Finally got around to reading that book, or organizing my closet.
Fixing that leaky tap.
Ah, yes. Everyday stuff. Now, the sound tip here mentioned tone, playful or relieved.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because there's often a bit of, humor or just plain satisfaction in getting it done.
Like, I finally got around to calling my aunt. You can almost hear the check mark being ticked off the mental list.
Precisely. And adding how long you've been putting it off really enhances that feeling.
Right, like in the example, I finally got around to calling her. I've been meaning to for weeks. That added detail about the delay.
It just adds that extra layer of emotion, makes it even more engaging for the listener, shows a bit more personality.
Good point. Okay, last one. Phrase number 5.
Our final phrase. Nothing special, just the usual.
The humble superstar of weekend chat. This is perfect for when, well, your weekend was just normal, ordinary.
Exactly, and that's okay. This phrase is polite, it answers the question, but it's low pressure. No need to invent excitement.
It avoids that awkward feeling of having nothing to report. It gives a clear answer.
Right, so you might say, nothing special, just the usual groceries, some cleaning, and a bit of Netflix. Totally fine. Totally relatable.
Absolutely. It answers the question, closes that loop, but still leaves the door open if the other person wants to ask more.
And you can add little variations. Just ran a few errands,
Or add a tiny bit of self-deprecating humor, like, stayed home and did laundry. Very exciting, I know.
Oh, yeah, keeps it light. Which brings us to the sound tip.
Casual, maybe slightly playful tone, not flat or bored sounding.
Exactly. A little smile in your voice, perhaps. Like nothing special, just the usual laundry and dishes, delivered easily, not like a complaint.
Got it. Keep it light. And the crucial follow-up.
Ah, yes. Always good practice to turn it back. What about you? Did you do anything fun?
Keeps the ball rolling. Shows you're interested in them, too. That's what makes it a conversation.
Exactly. It's that back and forth. Even a simple answer like the usual can lead somewhere else if you invite the other person in.
Well summarized.
So there we are, 5 really practical phrases for talking about your weekend in English. Hopefully that takes some of the pressure off that Monday morning question.
Remember, folks, this isn't just about, filling silence. It's a real chance to connect, practice your fluency in everyday situations.
Absolutely. And to help you lock these in, we've got a little challenge for you.
Ooh, a chill.
A quick one. Take maybe 5 minutes today or tomorrow. Pick one of these phrases and just talk out loud about your last weekend.
Add a couple of your own details.
Yeah, make it real and try to say it naturally, like you were just chatting with someone.
Maybe record yourself on your phone. Or practice with a study buddy if you have one.
Good idea.
Okay.
Because practice really does build that confidence. The more you use these everyday phrases, the easier it gets.
And don't stress about perfect grammar. Seriously. The goal here is connection, making yourself understood and understanding others.
Well said. Real connection over perfection.
Always. So if you found this deep dive useful, maybe give us a like or subscribe, and we genuinely love to hear about your weekends.
Yeah. Try using one of these phrases in the comments below. Tell us what you got up to. We're actually really curious.
Let's hear those weekend stories in your own words.
Definitely. Let's keep practicing, keep connecting.
And keep growing your English together.
Absolutely.
And maybe just a final thought to leave you with. Consider this. How often do these small moments, these simple questions about a weekend, actually open the door?
Good point.
They might lead to discovering shared interests, deeper conversations, maybe even new friendships. You never know where "how was your weekend" might actually lead.